Coach Tamika. We're here in Pearland. We're at Lawrence Lane. I'm here with my girls. Woo! We on Real Talk, Real Action, y'all. We keep it real. We have deep conversations, but then we also take it to the streets and have fun sometimes. So the next shows, you're just gonna come with us. We want you to hang with us, have fun with us, but also we talk about real life issues, y'all. Allow me to introduce myself first. I am a certified health coach, also a certified Bible teacher, as well as the CEO of All Natural Living, where we make natural products, and we also offer health coach services.
Hello everybody, my name is Calandrian Perry. Well, my nickname is actually Candy. You'll hear everybody refer to me as Candy. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for 20 years now. I am married to Henry Perry Jr., and we've been married for 20 years. We have a set of twin boys who are 17 now. I have been on the front line during this pandemic, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here and very excited to share with everybody all of the natural journeys that everyone is able to take part in.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Smith. I'm author of When He Cheated and I Forgave. I'm a board certified Christian counselor, and I'm also a coach trainer. I am married. I've been with my husband for 27 years. I have 3 biological children, and then I have 3 children outside of our marriage, which if you purchase my book, When He Cheated and I Forgave, you'll get a taste of it. It's available on Amazon.
Hi, my name is Quebeca Canellis. I am a hairstylist of 25 years. I'm also a health and nutritional coach at the Shadow Creek Nutrition Hub. The name of my hair business is Q Style. And I also have a hair line, which we have natural products and also products for natural and chemical treated hair. My hobbies are helping and making people feel beautiful and feel good about themselves.
Hi, my name is Kiana Preston, and I am a mom of 3. I've been married for 20 years. I'm a process improvement specialist and a project manager in the IT department for an oil and gas company. And I'm here today to support all of the natural products and wonderful Black-owned businesses. And I'm just here to be with my girls and hang out today.
Hey, we're back on Real Talk, Real Action. Now we're about to talk and have some real talk about our health, because it's so important right now, especially during this pandemic we coming out of. I'm claiming that. We want to talk about how important it is to stay healthy. It's important to make sure that you definitely want to make sure you get your multivitamin every day, vitamin C. Stay vitamin C up, y'all. And make sure it definitely, like your water is good to make sure that your system stays hydrated. Oftentimes, we don't even think about the skin, but the skin is another entry point for bacteria, viruses, and fungi. And we have our mask covered, but do you have your skin covered? You know, that's the question. And you want to make sure you moisturized, you sealed up, where you can use jojoba oil, coconut oil, shea, something, just to make sure that your skin is sealed. Because that, if you scratch your skin, and a lot of times we have customers who have eczema, and they irritate their skin, and then their immune system actually reacts to the irritation because it lets bacteria and fungi and viruses into their skin. So we want to make sure that we continue to stay healthy, and that's what our business is about. It's about promoting not only just products and services, but making everybody aware of what's out there and how do you protect yourself. Cynthia, you want to talk about your book?
Okay, in the beginning of the book, I talk about how I met him. I talk about how cheating happened. We weren't married yet. And then I talk about us getting married and infidelity happening again. And then I talk about fighting depression, fighting suicidal thoughts, just different situations that so many of us that have been cheated on have experienced. So it's just fighting to get back up. And then I even talk about, because I do Muay Thai now, I do boxing, so that empowers me now in the present time.
Okay, you said that you wasn't married and then y'all got married, did you find out about the kids before you got married or after you was married?
In the first part, I found out we were dating. We were dating maybe 2 years in, and I found out, and you're gonna laugh, it's the way I found out. I have a relationship with God, so I prayed, and He revealed to me that this other woman was pregnant. So I don't want to give away too much, but I traveled. I went into West Virginia, and I called my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, God just told me in a dream that this young lady is pregnant, you know, and his response was letting me know, like, yeah, I just found out today too. That was the call that I received. Wow. So I found out before I got married, and then 11 years later, I got married and engaged and forgave at that time, just to a month later find out that someone else was pregnant. Not the same woman, but someone else. Did that answer your question? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember everything.
That's good.
So I have 2 burning questions.
Okay.
The first question is, what motivated you to want to write your book and tell your story?
I fought this book. I've been pregnant with this book forever, and I fought with God because I was like, really, I got to relive this, because it took me a long time to write this book, because I had to reopen some wounds that I thought was healed. I thought was okay, was gone, but He had me examine myself, and it's not about me. So I got healing through writing this book, but I know that there are other women out there or men out there that need this type of healing, that I was embarrassed to talk about me going through this. But when I found out and speaking to different people, it's like, wow, the girl next to me was going through the same thing I was going through. So that's what this is about, is healing and helping others get through and let you know you can make it. Because some of us commit suicide over this stuff, and just letting you know we got this, we can make it. God is with us. He hasn't forgotten us.
Yes. So
Yes, that's good.
my next question, and that I was wondering about that, but then that leads into, you are very open in this book, and you have kids. So my question to you is, did it ever like cross your mind, when I publish this book, they may read it one day
I hope.
and ask me questions? Because in the in the old time, those types of things, when that go on in your relationship, and you don't say anything. You kind of keep that quiet. It's not something you express or tell your kids or your mom or your dad. It's kind of a new.
You couldn't
walk
hide
here.
this in my kids' life. They have 3 siblings. They have 2 siblings that came from the cheating. So there was no way to hide it. They need to know what happened. So they've known through their lives. My oldest son has read this book, as a matter of fact. And so there's no secrets. I mean, that was in the old, we come in a new, and they need to know what happened in our lives. So no shame in ministry.
Amen.
Yes. Awesome. My question is, like, how do you interact with the other kids? I mean, I know that, it's at some point it's probably rough, but they're still a part of, your husband, so you have to love that part. So how do y'all have a relationship, or how does that work?
Baby girl was the first one. She came in the early on dating relationship. And unfortunately today we do not have a relationship with her. Her mother, and there's different situations that happened, and the relationship was cut off by mom. In the beginning, we did have a relationship. She was actually in my bridal party, baby girl. But things happen, and we just pray about it, and eventually God will bring that around. Baby boy happened after I got married a month, and in the beginning, we did not have a relationship. I was rejecting the whole situation, but we have a relationship today. Where you were asking, we don't hide from our children, so they know. All of my children have a relationship with their brother. My youngest son is 3 months or 4 months younger than his brother. They FaceTime, they talk, they're teenage boys, so there is a relationship with baby boy. You have a question for me?
Very important.
Yes,
It is very, very important.
Yes.
it is.
I have a question for you, is I read when you found out your reaction, how mad you were. Can you talk about that a little bit and kind of relive that? And how did you get to the point of then letting it go and healing from it to be able to even speak about it?
I don't know if y'all watch X-Men, but I watch X-Men. So I don't know if you guys know Phoenix, but that's where the rage came. I was a whole different person. As you read in my book, I went down, I came up, I'm swinging, I'm fighting, I'm beating, I'm giving him every blow because I wanted him to feel what he just hit me with. Because even though it was words that he gave me, he just knocked the living life out of me. Yeah, so literally, so I dropped. But I came back up like a beast and I just wailed out. Not that I condone violence, but that was my reality. That was my reaction. It's a process. Healing does not happen overnight, and I don't want anyone to believe that it was something that I just clicked. I forgive you, it's over. No, it's a process. It's a daily process because we have what is called triggers. So if something triggers that mind and gets me to going, yeah, I have been. There's a portion in my book where I talk about I was very temperamental. One minute I'm laying in the bed with him and some dream or something hit me and I'm punching him in the back of the head and I'm fighting him, and then the next minute I'm like, oh, I need you to hold me, I need you to make love to me, I need you to heal that and mend what you broke. And I wasn't looking for God to heal me. I was looking for little God, my husband, to heal me. And that took me a long time, which also you will read in my book about the prison. I came trapped into a prison, so I took like a decade or more to heal. And I'm still in the process. You know, I love my husband, I forgive my husband, we're doing very well, but it's a healing process. And I thank God for him because I could be something else, but the process is good and we're healing and we're moving forward.
Yes. Okay, I have another question. What was your husband's reaction when you told him that you were going to write a book about this subject?
You know, he embraced it because my husband is a musician. So he actually released, I think it was 2009. I'm sorry, I'm off my dates. He released a CD called, I'm losing my thought, The Healing. And he talked about when I pray. He wrote a song for me, When I Pray, If I Pray. So in there, that was him in his healing process. So he released the CD and he understood this book was my healing process because the CD that he released, everybody had access to. So he already had told his side of the story and was healing in that side of it. So he embraces this. He actually is the one that wrote my foreword in my book. So he embraces this. He promotes me on social media everywhere. He's actually here today supporting me. So he supports.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he supports.
Do you regret it? Is there ever a time where you think like, I wish I hadn't done this?
Oh yes. No, there really was because I had lost some years. I lost a lot of years. I lost, in the process, I lost being the best wife I could be. I lost being the best mother I could be. And I was thinking, you know, if I would have ended it maybe with baby girl, he would have got himself together. And maybe if he got right because he knew that the consequence was me leaving. But I never left. I never went nowhere. Even though we break up, what you will read in here, we break up, but we were never really broken up. I had never cut ties. So I tell young ones today, don't waste your life on no person. And I'm not talking about just female, male too. Don't waste your life on someone else. Get what you got, what God has for you. And if that person is meant for you and you see change in him and God bring that back around to you, then that's one thing. But
there you have it. Thank you so much, Cynthia. When He Cheated and I Forgave, get your copy on Amazon. It's a good book. It's a good book. I mean, if y'all want to read about some tea, this is the book, for real. Get the scoop. So glad you were able to be with us today. We'll see you next time. Bye. Holla.